My name is Carly Smithson. I am 24 years old and I auditioned in San Diego, where I currently live. When I found out that I'd made Top 24, I couldn't stop crying. I cried before I made Top 24. Ryan had come over to the chair and he's like, "So, you're up next, how do you feel?" And I don't know why, but I just got so emotional, started crying, cried all the way to the elevator, up in the elevator, out of the elevator. It opened and the three judges are looking at me and I'm just like, eh. They're like, what? So I sat down on the seat and it was great because they didn't say anything to me for a whole 30 seconds, which feels like an hour when you're sitting there, and I cried for the entire 30 seconds and then they started talking to me and it all got dragged out, and then they said, "You made Top 24," and it was crazy. I didn't think that I was going to make Top 24, so I had such a bad audition in San Diego that as soon as they said it, it's just crazy. You don't, it takes, and I watched it with everybody that came down that elevator. You'd have to give it a good 2 hours before they were calm again, not shaking, and that it really had sunk in. And then we all kind of sat around at the hotel lobby last night and we all spoke, and it really started to sink in then. But it's amazing. It's the coolest feeling ever, I think. I first started singing probably when I was about 4. I used to always, I come from Ireland, so there's a lot of sessions after hours at people's houses. I guess that's just something that we do. And if you're going to have a house party, somebody always brings a guitar and there's a few singers. But I, at 4, used to get up out of my bed, sneak into the kitchen. There'd be a ton of my parents' friends and I'd be on the kitchen table within 5 minutes singing for everybody. So it was always something that I wanted to do. I love to cook and I'm very good at it. I'm really, really good at it. I can take together leftovers from the refrigerator and whip up something fancy. My husband said it's one of the main reasons he married me, because he hadn't had a good meal in years. Other things, I don't know. I can pour the best pint of Guinness, you'll find, probably. If I don't become the next American Idol, I don't know, I'll go home. I'll be okay about it. It'll be a total bummer, but I'll go back to San Diego and just be with my husband, run our tattoo shop, and I think I might want to take up photography or definitely maybe cooking. I would love to go to culinary school. That's always something that I've wanted to do, so I think I'd probably do that. I don't know, it's the coolest thing. It's that ultimate, you are being told that what you're doing is good. People are because you'll sing, but actually getting that, response back, the people enjoy what you're doing, I think that's the main reason. And winning obviously is going to be the ultimate. Everybody really enjoys what you do and they really appreciate your music, so I would like to do that. My favorite performer would be Axl Rose because he's just crazy, but my favorite singer would be Ann Wilson. So kind of two separate, but he also had a really good voice. He could hit some high notes. And he was I love watching Axl Rose on a stage. It was just nuts. You never knew what he was going to do next. He'd be on a speaker, he'd be in the speaker, he'd be in the crowd, he'd be all over the place. He was just really cool. I don't know. I don't think, maybe Kelly, because I have a high voice, high range. But I don't know, you never really want to compare yourself to any of the past idols. I want to look to the future and be the new fresh face, I guess. But yeah, probably Kelly, because have a high range. People would be surprised to learn that I don't necessarily listen to a lot of rock music, because I am tattooed. Well, I actually do, because it's in my house all the time, but I'm not necessarily listening to it. I'm more tuning it out because my husband's playing it. But I'm not really that rocker girl that a lot of people think that I am. I just love tattoos and I love art, but I listen to a lot of Barbra Streisand and stuff like that. I listen to a lot of Celine and Whitney Houston. I love Heart, and I listen to a lot of Skynyrd and Southern rock and that kind of thing. I'm not really into that kind of hardcore rock scene. My family has helped me a lot to pursue my dream. My dad actually moved from Ireland when I was about 13, 14 and moved to Los Angeles to try and help me further my career. And he did actually get me signed when I was quite young. And it didn't go very well, but he put his heart and soul into it. He really did. He left his job, he left his life, and he came stateside, although he always wanted to live here. And we had a blast. We had a really cool time. We lived in LA for a little bit, and he really helped me. And my mom helps me out because she's the most organized lady that I know, and she puts all of my stuff together that I need. And they're very supportive parents. They really are. And my mom does a lot of production, so she understands the industry, and she's kind of helped me out and prepped me a little bit on. She told me to listen to everything that people say to me and be on time all the time. And if someone tells you to be quiet, be quiet. I worked at a traveling theme park in Dublin when I was about 12. And I think that's the most oddest job I've ever had. I sold hot dogs, burgers, and during our lunch breaks, we would go on all the rides. And it was really cool. It's like a traveling thing. It comes every year, and there's not a lot really. You guys have such cool theme parks here, like big theme parks. We don't really have that. We have the traveling carnies that come to Dublin, and it's a huge event every Christmas, and you always waited for that carnival to come around so that you could go with your parents. And then I always wanted to work there, and I got a job eventually, so that was really cool. I ate it last week. It was at a sushi restaurant, and it was disgusting, and I felt like I was on Fear Factor, and my husband ordered it just because it was disgusting, and it was, what was it? It was squid marinated in squid guts, and it was disgusting. He thought it was delicious, and he ate the whole thing, but it was disgusting. There was this man sitting beside us that had a Japanese girlfriend before, and he knew, he spoke Japanese, and he knew all of the different sushis. And I love sushi, but I'm not going to try it. I'll try it, but I'm not going to order something weird. But my husband's all into ordering the weird things. So my husband asked him, what's the strangest thing I can get my wife to eat? So they ordered it. It was squid marinated in its guts. It was disgusting. The most embarrassing thing I have ever done on stage. I went back to Ireland just last June for a big event to perform at, and I lost my voice. I have really bad allergies, and it only actually developed in about the last 5 years, but I hadn't really been home to Ireland in that time, and I'm allergic to dogs and cats and that kind of thing. So I got to my mom's house, and they got a cat. And while I was gone, and I didn't even pay any attention. I was just happy to be home. And after the first night, I started sneezing and all that kind of stuff. And then the event was a few days later, and I totally lost my voice because I was coughing so much. And it was really embarrassing because I couldn't sing my own songs, and all these people were looking at me, and I was all, oh. It was pretty funny. Hi, my name is Carly Smithson, and I am the next American Idol, so vote for me.